Grab a cup of tea and get comfortable. You're listening to Deep English Stories, and I'm Anastasia. It's so nice to have you with us again.
You always make it sound like we're sitting in someone's cozy living room. I like that.
Well, in my head, that's exactly what we're doing. You, me, our listeners, and maybe a cat walking across the table.
Perfect image. So what's today's topic, Anastasia?
Health. One simple word, but such a huge part of life, right?
Absolutely. People talk about it all the time. Diets, gyms, sleep, mental health. But somehow we're all still learning what being healthy really means.
Exactly. I used to think health meant just not being sick. Now I think it's more about how we feel inside and outside.
Right, like energy, balance, peace of mind.
Yes, balance is everything. We'll talk about that today. And if you enjoy natural English conversations like this, don't forget to subscribe. It really helps us keep creating for you.
Nice plug. Okay, let's dive in.
So, George, how would you describe your health right now?
um, I'd say under construction.
That's a good one. Why?
Well, I try to eat okay, move enough, and sleep properly, but life doesn't always cooperate. You know how it is. Long work days, late nights, a bit too much coffee.
Coffee doesn't count as health food?
Only if it's organic and accompanied by hope.
You're impossible. But really, health feels like a constant dance. You try to keep rhythm, but life keeps changing the music.
That's poetic and true. I think the trick is to make small things automatic, like brushing your teeth.
Exactly. Small routines. Or, as we say, healthy habits.
Right. Healthy habits. Things you repeat until they become part of you.
For me, walking is one. I go out every morning, even when it's raining. People think I'm crazy, but it clears my mind.
You sound like my aunt. She walks in any weather, umbrella, snow.
She's right. Movement is life.
Keep the body in motion. That's another good phrase.
Yes, and it's true. When I stop moving, I start feeling heavy, both in body and mood.
Same here. I once worked at a desk for 10 hours straight. Didn't stand up once. By evening, I felt like an 80-year-old robot.
Oh, I know that feeling. When you finally stand up and everything creaks.
Exactly. So now I set a timer. Every hour I stretch, refill my glass, maybe do a quick walk around the house.
That's smart. I should do that too. When I edit audio for hours, I forget time even exists.
You know, our bodies keep the score. They remember how we treat them.
Listen to your body. Another expression right there.
Perfect. It always tells you what it needs. We just don't always listen.
I learned that the hard way. Years ago, I worked late every night. Coffee instead of meals, maybe 4 hours of sleep. At first, I felt proud. Like, look at me, I'm productive. Then one day I just crashed. Couldn't get out of bed.
Burnout.
Exactly. That's when I learned that rest isn't laziness, it's survival.
So true. We treat sleep like a luxury, but it's more like oxygen.
Yes, I still struggle sometimes. My mind says, one more email, and my body whispers, please stop.
Been there. My trick now is a digital sunset.
Digital sunset? What's that?
Turning off screens an hour before bed. Phone, TV, laptop, all off. I read, stretch, or listen to soft music. It's my way to tell the brain the day's over.
That sounds amazing. Maybe I'll try it. Because sometimes I fall asleep watching videos and then dream about YouTube thumbnails chasing me.
That's one sign you need a break.
Definitely.
Another thing people forget, food and sleep are friends. Late sugar, heavy dinners, too much caffeine, they ruin rest.
You're right. I notice when I eat lighter, I wake up fresher.
Exactly. And still, it's not about perfection, it's about awareness. Everything in moderation.
Perfect phrase. It fits food, work, even exercise. Some people overdo that too.
Oh, tell me about it. A friend of mine once tried a no pain, no gain routine. After a week, he couldn't move.
Poor guy. I used to push myself in yoga like that. I thought more pain meant more progress. Now I'm gentler. I focus on breathing, not bending.
That's growth.
Mind over matter, but also heart over ego.
Nicely said.
You know, I think joy is also part of health.
Joy?
Yeah, doing things that make us happy. Laughing, cooking, meeting people. Without joy, health feels mechanical.
True. I remember when my doctor asked what I do for fun. I went blank. I had no answer. That scared me.
Wow.
Yeah, so I started gardening. Just small herbs on the balcony. Now watering them is like therapy.
That's lovely. And it's real movement, too. Nature heals.
Laughter is the best medicine, but sunlight and soil come close.
Totally. When I feel low, I go outside, even for 10 minutes. The world always feels bigger than my worries.
I like that. You sound like a poet again.
Maybe, but it's true. Sometimes a short walk fixes what hours of thinking can't.
So, physical health, mental peace, joy, they're all connected.
Yes. And speaking of connection, relationships matter so much.
Absolutely. Loneliness is one of the biggest health risks, but people rarely talk about it.
I know. I read somewhere that being lonely can affect your body like smoking 15 cigarettes a day.
I've heard that too. Humans are social creatures. We need to belong.
That's why community is part of health. A friend to talk to, a group to join, even a podcast family like ours.
Nicely said. Our listeners are part of our circle too.
Exactly. And if you're listening right now, remember, your story matters here. What about you? What helps you feel healthy? Tell us in the comments. We'd love to hear from you.
Good mid-episode check-in.
I've learned from the best.
Grinning, flattery noted.
You know, one area we haven't touched yet is stress.
The invisible enemy.
Exactly. How do you manage yours?
I've tried everything. Jogging, breathing, shouting at my pillow. What works best is something simple. I write down worries. Once they're on paper, they lose power.
That's a great idea. I do something similar. I call it brain dump. I take a notebook and empty my thoughts onto the page. After that, I feel lighter.
It's amazing how writing helps. Also, talk it out. That's another healthy thing.
Oh, yes, talk it out. Instead of holding everything inside.
Exactly. Even if it's just saying, I'm tired, it prevents explosions later.
I used to keep everything in until I'd cry over an empty fridge.
Classic sign of overload.
Yep. Now I call a friend or my mom or sometimes just talk to my plants.
Grinning. Do they give good advice?
Not really, but they listen quietly.
That counts.
You know what else helps me? Music. When I'm stressed, I play old songs from the 90s. I dance around like nobody's watching.
Dance it out.
Yes, that should be an expression too.
It already is. Move your body, move your mood.
I love that. Movement heals everything.
It really does. Even a short stretch can change how you feel.
So true. Sometimes health is about returning to basics. Water, air, rest, laughter.
Simple but powerful.
Maybe we make health too complicated. We chase perfect diets, new trends, expensive gadgets, but forget the simple things.
Yes, people look for magic pills, but the magic's in everyday habits.
Like gratitude?
Ah, my favorite topic.
I know, you talk about gratitude often.
Because it works. Every morning before touching my phone, I think of 3 things I'm thankful for. It sets the tone for the day.
That's beautiful. I tried it once. I ended up smiling for no reason all morning.
That's the point. Gratitude rewires the brain for positivity.
You sound like a TED Talk.
Maybe I should start one. The Grateful George method.
I'd subscribe.
But seriously, gratitude connects to health. Studies show it lowers blood pressure, improves sleep, even strengthens the immune system.
Wow, all that from saying thank you.
Yep. 2 tiny words, big effect.
Okay, let's test it. George, thank you for doing this podcast with me.
My pleasure. And thank you for always bringing light into the room.
Aww. See, I already feel healthier.
Works every time.
Let's talk a bit about cultural views on health. You've traveled more than I have. What have you noticed?
Good question. In some countries, health means balance and connection. For example, in Japan, people eat small portions, walk everywhere, and take time to rest. In Italy, meals are social. They talk, laugh, eat slowly. That's healthy too.
I love that. In my family, meals were fast, everyone rushing. But when I visited Spain, I saw people enjoy food like art.
Exactly. They practice mindful eating without even naming it.
That's a lovely expression, mindful eating, paying attention, tasting, slowing down.
Yes, we could all learn from that.
Sometimes I eat while scrolling my phone. 10 minutes later, I realize the food's gone and I didn't enjoy it.
Been there. Now I try to eat without screens, even if it's just breakfast.
So, the real secret to health might be presence, being here, now, not rushing.
Exactly. Health isn't in tomorrow or next month's plan. It's in the moment you choose to care for yourself.
Beautiful.
You know, my grandmother used to say, when you eat, eat. When you rest, rest. When you laugh, laugh. That's mindfulness before the word existed.
She sounds wise.
She was. She lived to 96, still baking bread,
96? That's amazing.
and she never went to the gym. She gardened, walked, cooked, talked, and smiled a lot. That was her secret.
That's real wellness, natural living.
Exactly. No apps needed.
Maybe we all need a little grandma wisdom.
True.
I think this is a good moment to pause and breathe. If you're listening, take a deep breath right now. In and out. You're alive, and that's already something to be thankful for.
That's a perfect reminder.
Thanks.
You know, that little breathing pause actually helped me. I felt my shoulders drop a bit.
See? Free therapy. Breathing is the simplest medicine. People forget that air is also nutrition.
True. When I get anxious, I tend to hold my breath. Then I realize I'm more tired than before.
Oh, same here. When I used to work in an office, I'd sit tense for hours, typing, thinking, worrying. I'd get home and realize I hadn't taken a deep breath all day.
That sounds familiar. Take a breath. Such a small phrase, but so powerful.
Yes, and you can do it anywhere, in traffic, in meetings, before sleep. Just one deep breath can reset your whole system.
You're right. I've started doing it before stressful calls. One slow inhale, one long exhale. It's like pressing reset.
That's perfect. You know, it reminds me of when I first tried yoga years ago. I thought it was about flexibility. I didn't realize it was mostly about breathing.
How did that go?
Terribly. The teacher kept saying, focus on your breath, and I kept thinking, but I'm focusing on not falling.
That sounds like my first class. I almost fell asleep during the relaxation part at the end.
Oh, I love that part. It's like adult nap time.
Exactly. But I learned something important from it. Slow down to speed up.
Ooh, that's a good one. It means taking time to rest helps you do better later, right?
Exactly. We rush so much that we forget slowing down is part of progress.
That's deep, George.
I have my moments.
Must be all the tea.
Speaking of tea, did you know green tea actually helps with stress? It's full of something called L-theanine. It calms the mind.
Wow. Science and flavor. That's the combo we need.
Exactly. Small things like that make a difference. You don't need huge changes.
Every little bit counts.
Right. Even standing up while talking on the phone helps.
You know, sometimes I walk around my apartment when I'm on calls. My friends think I'm restless, but I'm just keeping the blood moving.
I do that too. And I take stairs instead of elevators whenever I can.
Except when carrying groceries, right?
Then it's health postponed.
Totally acceptable.
Let's talk about food for a second. You once mentioned you used to skip meals when working?
Oh, yes. Terrible habit. I'd get so focused that I'd forget to eat, and then by evening, I'd be starving and eat everything in sight.
Classic pattern. I've done that too. You end up eating fast food because you're too hungry to cook.
Exactly. Now I keep snacks like nuts and fruit near me, little things to keep my energy steady.
That's smart. I started cooking more recently. It's not perfect, but at least I know what's in my food.
Smiles. I didn't know you cooked. What's your specialty?
Pretending to think. Toast?
That doesn't count.
Grinning. Okay, fine. Vegetable stir fry. Quick, easy, and healthy.
That's impressive. I think cooking is such a powerful act of self-care. When you prepare food slowly, you care for yourself on another level.
Exactly. It's like nourish the body and the soul.
That's beautiful.
And I think that's what health really is. Small acts of respect for yourself.
Yes, I love that. Health isn't punishment, it's kindness.
Perfect line. You should write that somewhere.
Maybe I will. You know, this reminds me of my grandmother too. She used to make soup every Sunday. Nothing fancy, just simple vegetables, but the smell filled the whole house. Everyone came to the table happy.
Smiles. I can almost smell it.
Yeah. That soup meant more than food. It meant family, love, and comfort. When I cook now, I still use her recipe.
That's the magic of tradition. It connects generations. And maybe that emotional warmth is part of why family meals are so healthy.
That's a beautiful thought.
I think food cooked with care has energy in it, the good kind.
You sound like my grandmother now.
I'll take that as a compliment.
You should.
So we've talked about body, mind, and food.
But what about purpose? I think that's the secret ingredient in health.
Oh, yes. When you have purpose, even small challenges feel easier. Without it, even good days feel empty.
Exactly. It's like feed your why.
Feed your why. I love that. It means remembering why you do things, right?
Yes, it's what gets you out of bed. For some, it's family. For others, creativity or helping others.
That's so true. For me, doing this podcast is part of it. I love connecting with people through language and stories.
That's a wonderful lie.
Thanks. What's yours, George?
Mine's curiosity. I just love learning how things work. People, ideas, nature. It keeps me alive.
That's beautiful. Curiosity is health for the brain.
Exactly. When you stop learning, you start shrinking.
You should add that to your TED Talk list.
Maybe after the Grateful George method.
I'd attend both.
You know, I think curiosity keeps stress lower too. When you treat problems as puzzles, not disasters, your mind relaxes.
That's a wise way to see it.
It's something I learned after years of worrying too much. I realized worry doesn't solve anything. It just steals energy.
I can relate. I used to worry about everything. The future, the past, what people think. Now I remind myself, if I can't control it, I can release it.
Exactly. Let it go.
Simple, but not easy.
True, but worth practicing.
You know, all these topics, food, rest, laughter, purpose, they all connect to one word, balance.
Yes, balance. It's the secret sauce of life.
Health isn't about perfection. It's about balance between effort and ease, doing and resting, talking and listening.
Beautifully said. Keep the balance.
That should be written on a wall somewhere.
Or maybe tattooed on my arm.
Okay, slow down, philosopher.
I'm serious. Maybe a small one near the wrist. Balance.
Just make sure it's spelled right.
Good advice.
Let's talk about one last thing, aging. People get scared of it, but it's natural.
True. I used to fear getting older. Now I see it as a privilege.
That's such a healthy mindset. I once read that growing old is mandatory, but growing up is optional.
That's brilliant.
It means you can keep your spirit young even as your body changes.
Yes, and that's where movement, curiosity, and laughter come in. They keep you young inside.
My uncle is 78 and still dances every weekend. He says, if I stop dancing, I stop living.
I love that. He's right. Movement is youth.
Exactly. So maybe health isn't about staying young, it's about staying alive inside.
Perfect line again. You're full of them today.
It's the tea. So, to wrap it up, what do we tell our listeners today? That health is not a goal, it's a relationship with your body, your mind, your time, and your people.
That's lovely.
And it grows when you feed it with small good things: sleep, laughter, love, curiosity, and gratitude.
Well said.
What about you, friends, listening right now? What helps you feel healthy? Tell us in the comments. We'd love to hear your stories, your routines, your why.
Yes, share what keeps you balanced. We read every comment and always learn something new from you.
So true.
Let's recap a few of today's expressions before we say goodbye. We had healthy habits, keep the body in motion, listen to your body, everything in moderation, laughter is the best medicine, mindful eating,
Slow down to speed up. Every little bit counts. Keep the balance and let it go.
Perfect list. And we added a few new ones. Feed your why and take a breath.
12 in total. Not bad for one cozy talk.
Yes. So, my dear listeners, take a breath, drink some water, and remember, health is your daily love story with life.
Beautiful closing thought.
And if you like this episode, subscribe, leave a like, and share it. It really helps our little studio grow.
Thanks for spending time with us. Keep learning, keep smiling.
Wherever you are, take care of yourself and the people you love.
See you next time, friends.